Hello everyone, welcome to Nadlan. Today is Tuesday. We broadcast to you from the east coast of New York. We have a new post today, post number 2 from Amir Ben Bassat, the entrepreneur of the week. And today we are discussing about why management companies are usually not that great. All right, so you're gonna learn about it. And we have plenty of real estate news for you from our website. So let's get to that. All right, guys. So before diving into today's post, you can go daily to our website, Forum Real Estate USA, and see all of the news and posts from our community. So let's take a look at some of them. Hi, friends. We are new entrepreneurs in the US market and starting to operate in Fort Wayne, Indianapolis. We would be happy for recommendation for realtors and contractors who know how to work with developers. All right, so you can go to our website and see all of the answers if you are also looking for such contractors in Fort Wayne. Let's see what next. The change in the distribution of seats to Congress after the last census made in the past year. The change in Congress after the last census made in the past year, which reflects the demographic change, population movements between countries, states in the United States. As expected, California and New York lost 1 seat, and Florida got 1, and Texas got 2 more seats. All right, so you can see the diagram here for that. Let's move to the next. How do you know most clearly and unequivocally where there is positive migration? Census, well done, Texas, and also Oregon. All right, so Texas will gain 2 congressional seats, while the Washington, Northeast, and Midwest states will see their congressional delegation shrink, according to the Census Bureau appointment figures released Monday for 2020. All right, so basically you can see with the census where migration is going in the US. Very interesting. Hello, friends. I would be happy for advice. I'm a resident of the United States. I want to buy a property and I'm missing a sum of $50,000. What is the best way to get financing in a situation where there is still no credit, and is it possible at all? So there is an easy solution for that. We have a financing company that specializes in foreign investors. Simply go to Nadlan Capital Group, go to application, and you can apply for a loan. You don't need to have a credit. You don't need to have taxes or social security. You just fill up the form here, and that's it. All right, next. I would love to consult in private with investors who own properties in Ohio, Toledo. All right. Those involved in major renovation, flips, and new construction. Hi, friends. What if you're dealing with the rapid price increase in raw materials? Or this is a very interesting question. Like some people are doing flips and fixes, and the raw materials prices are just going up and up and up. So we have a discussion about that. So what contractors do? I would love answers from experienced people. All right, so this is a very interesting discussion that you can read about on our website. Let's see what else. Hello, dear woman. Is there a lawyer, dear men and women? Is there a lawyer here in the audience who deals with probates estates in the state of New York? Would like to have recommendations. So if you are a lawyer that is in the state of New York and deals with that, you're more than welcome to come to our website and answer for that. Let's see what else. All right, so we have a video from the entrepreneur Yaron Shiponi. We have reached the 9th and final video in my series of videos for US investors, and I save you the good for the end. If you have watched all of the videos I've created so far, you have received a lot of knowledge and tips from me. So why invest in the US? How to choose the company through which you will invest? What type of investment will suit your needs? And of these minds and things you should be most careful for. In this video, I'm going to share knowledge that is reserved for only a small percentage of investors in the US. A smart investment model that I've been following since I entered the real estate world, an amazing method that if you implement it, you can turn a one-time investment into an entire investment portfolio. Have fun viewing it. All right, so if you want to see what kind of investment method Yaron is talking about, you're more than welcome to come to the website and watch this video. Let's see what else. Are there people here who invest in real estate loans? Okay, so if anyone interested in investing in the loan, buying the loan, this discussion is for you. I would love a recommendation to an insurance agent in Florida. Okay, so this is always a good thing to have a recommendation for insurance agent in Florida. Hi, I would love to recommend to have a recommendation for a reliable and professional lawyer, an insurance agent. And let's see what else. Okay, so we also have a deals and properties Facebook group. So whoever wants to advertise their deals is more than welcome to go to this link. So this is the group. It's coronavirus deals, 30% off. All right, nice. And whoever doesn't know, we also have an English group. You can go to groups, Nadlan Real Estate Investors on Facebook. This is an English group. So this is the English group, Nadlan Real Estate Investment in the US. And we also released a video with Nadlan Capital Group goals for 2021, better efficiency, higher scalability, better speed and accuracy. You can watch it here. All right, so we are discussing about all of the goals that we have for Nadlan Capital Group, improvement in technology, having more partners. And the last video we have, all right, this is the goals. We've already been through that. All right, so without further ado, let's go into the post of the day, why management companies are not that great after this short break. All right, guys. So we have a quote here from Michael Douglas. Greed, for lack of a better word, is good. Greed is right. Greed works. Greed clarifies and cuts through to the essence of the evolutionary spirit. All right. So basically, this post is why management companies are basically not that great. I know there will be quite a few people who are going to get mad at me, and that's fine. The purpose of this post is not to make anyone feel comfortable. These are talking about one of the most painful points in real estate investing in the US, certainly when we do it from Israel. It's time to talk about the structural failure that exists between us investors and management companies conflicting interest, and why this is the most common reason for failure in investing in the United States. There is hardly a week that people do not approach me to consult on investments in the US on a specific transaction or in one area or another. I give everyone the same answer. There are good immigration data, employment, market analysis, deals, and everything else. Ohio, Florida, Texas, municipal plans, everything is nice, but mostly background noise. The only thing that will turn a good deal into a good investment is who manages the investment. Yes, it is so simple. The goal of a good management company is one, to make the property work and produce us investors a return on money. So when you have to choose the best tenants with the highest chance of paying us the rent in time, and all this without destroying the property, much harder than it sounds, it needs to take care of the tenants' maintenance calls in the best and fastest way in order to keep our tenants happy and paying. Bookkeeping in an orderly manner and proper manner, collecting funds, paying taxes, bills, etc. For the service, we usually pay an amount of between 8% to 10% of the gross salary. For a tenant replacement, a rental month is usually paid, and for maintenance and preparation calls for the property after a tenant replacement is paid as needed. So far, sounds good, no? Sometimes we forget a little, but overall, we got a service, and also the management company that works so hard for us deserves to make a profit. So why in so many cases does it just not work? Why do I have customers who replace no less than 4 management companies in a year? Why are there so many people who have been burned so hard that they have sworn to me that they will never go back to investing in the US or at all in a place that is not where they live? Here are some key reasons why management companies may not be able to perform well. Number 1, a company that is too big, no matter how good they will be. Companies with a lot of assets simply are not able to give a personal and specific solution to the problems. For example, if a tenant does not pay at best, the computer will update the clerk to contact the tenant and ask them to pay, or at the very least, simply send the property manager in the area automatically to give notice before eviction. What do you think is the motivation of the clerk to try to understand and solve the problem before the expected abduction, which is going to cost us between hundreds and thousands of dollars at best? How much does it hurt when the record the check from your account for the preparation of the property for a new tenant worth thousands of dollars, or for a monthly management fee, even though there is no tenant in the property at all? Yes, it exists in quite a few companies. Number 2, lack of identity of interest and grids. Greed is good, one of the sentences that everyone who knows me knows that I love the most. And there is no situation in which you will pass on a day and not hear me recite it at least twice. There is no problem with greed per se. On the contrary, the problem with greed begins when there is no identity of interest, no transparency, and no control. The management company needs to resist temptations and be in a self-war on a daily basis between the desire to give a good service to the investor and the desire to make money here and now. It has to withstand endless temptation to take advantage of our investors' lack of understanding, control, and distance. What interest do you think will win over time? Ours or the management company? Example of conflicting interest. You as an investor want to keep the tenant as long as possible in the property, so the property will not stand empty. You do not have to spend money on paint and repairs. You do not have to pay for replacing a tenant, etc. The management company, on the other hand, misses out on thousands of dollars, which it will have to pay if it changes tenants and will have to prepare the house for rent again, paint, carpets, floor, etc. In the case that happened to me personally with a property owned by my mother. A new construction we bought her for retirement in an excellent area with a quality population. Following the negligent behavior of a management company, lack of attention, caring, and collection of mistakes, we found ourselves with a wayward tenant who did not pay for nearly 8 months. We paid $1,000 for the eviction, a little expensive, but a little money. At least we managed to get the lady out in the end. Happy and satisfied, asking for photos of the property from the management company, getting the photos. Whoa, the property is in much less bad condition than we expected. Need a light paint in, however, the bill my mom got was crazy. Some rooms, one carpet that needs to be cleaned, and that's it. From the management company, it was about $3,500. I told them thank you, but no thank you. I contacted an handyman from a local one I got a recommendation for, and it offered to do the job for $1,200, including materials, fair price for all parties. Guess what? The management company did not agree to give him the keys to carry out the work, claiming that its insurance did not cover outside professionals. I'm not saying the management company does not deserve to make a profit, but once again, the Guardians have won the war, and I'm sure most of its investors are not even checking or arguing. As you understand, the management company no longer manages that property. I've countless other stories and similar example, but it seems to me that you have understood the idea. When do management companies work? Ready to verify inside? It's simple. When they profit from somewhere else. A management company is not such a profitable business as everyone thinks. Certainly, when it comes to a company with less than 200 to 250 managed assets. I know a lot of companies from all over the United States, and what they have in common is that the management company is just a service to them and not their main business. They provide the service to investors who purchase properties from them and allow them to earn a nice commission in buying, equal to a profit of years from a client in management company. They benefit from the renovation you will have to do after you buy the house, and you will want to improve it in order to rent it out. Another profit of a few good years. They will be very happy if you buy more houses or you recommend and bring with you more investors. Another profit of a few good years. I am sure that there are investors who work with a regular management company and are very satisfied with the service. I'm sure there are exceptions, but the conflict of interest just screams to heaven and cannot be ignored. I say again, they're righteous, but at least I am in my character as an investor. It's very hard for me to trust a person on the other side of the world to beat his nature and think about me before he thinks about himself. And all this every morning. Unless you misunderstood me, I do not recommend anyone to manage their assets by themselves. Asset management is a profession for everything, and some would say it is an art, especially if we work in rental markets that are characterized by high returns, but also in a slightly more challenging management population, like Cleveland. I have no doubt that the overwhelming majority of investors do not have the tools, ability, desire, or time to manage the property independently on a remote control. Beyond that, I think it would be a pretty stupid move to do that if you are not really experienced in it. So what do you do next? Next post on how to neutralize the dependence on the management company and improve our performance by 30 to 50%. Amazing. Very nice post. We're waiting for tomorrow to see how we can improve the process with the management companies and increase the cash flow. And again, this quote about greed from Michael Douglas. So thank you very much, Amir, for today's post, and we will see you guys tomorrow.